Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Ariel here today, and today we are going to be doing a townhouse for you. This is actually a townhouse that was kind of inspired by one of my friends lived in for a long time, and so it kind of just came into my brain one day, and I'm like, all right, I want to draw this out. It doesn't look nearly as close to her apartment or her townhouse. It just kind of gave me that inspiration to do a townhouse for The Sims. Kind of give it that two-story look and also have the garage downstairs. So upstairs there will actually end up being two bedrooms and an office and two bathrooms, and downstairs there will end up being the kitchen, dining room, and a half bath. And you'll end up finding out that I ended up accidentally screwing up the design on where the garage is. I can see it now just looking at it. If you have a pretty good trained eye to how parking spaces and garages are supposed to look for The Sims, you can tell what's wrong. I ended up accidentally making the actual box for it too small, and I didn't want to take away anything from the kitchen. So, I mean, you'll end up seeing what I ended up doing to reconcile that and make it work, because I didn't even realize like how big I ended up screwing up by doing that. So, and you probably could tell if you actually looked at the thumbnail, you should actually be able to tell exactly what it looks like and where it is that I screwed up. So, but it ended up turning out for the best. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to argue with that. So, but we have all the flooring for all the upstairs. Just kind of trying to put in some nice windows, make it nice and bright here, especially for the office. And then you can definitely see I definitely put down my favorite tile down there on the bottom, which is that redwood tile. Put a couple of windows in the garage just this way. It kind of gives it that nice live or lively feel to it. I was kind of trying to just find a single window, just to match the windows I had put on either side, and it was quite a feat. And I don't think I'd ever end up finding anything anywhere close, which kind of sucked because it's kind of like if there can be a double, why can't there be a single? Um, so I ended up using my favorite Into the Future windows, which are the peephole windows. So this way it goes straight across the top instead of like in how traditional windows would be, which would be across the bottom. So I ended up kind of doing a little bit more different paints here. And I decided upstairs that I didn't want the light wood anymore. I kind of wanted more of the dark color, which I actually prefer anyway. It's actually kind of the same color of the wood I actually don't officially have wood in my house. I actually have tile. I do plan on doing a home life series. This way you guys can kind of know what my home life is actually like, know what my house looks like, all that kind of good stuff. But I just haven't quite gotten around to that. I have drawn up my own house, but it's it's in a different folder, and I'm not quite interested in doing that just yet. So I'll probably end up doing that probably in the upcoming months. But I do plan on doing a whole home life series where I will actually create me and my husband in the game, create all our animals, and do all that kind of fun stuff. And so I'm just kind of looking through some of the shrubs that are available and just trying to kind of find something that I even like. I'm not very good with landscaping. Um, there is that one home I ended up doing that was like amazingly well done with the landscaping, and I was so proud of that. I was like, yeah, it looks really good. And I mean, I loved that house so much, but I'm not sure if I'll actually end up playing a family in it. I kind of like to draw these things out, and I kind of like to just put them out there and just kind of so this way other people can also experience this. Because I usually end up drawing a lot from how like the houses I've lived in, the places I've lived in. Occasionally I do go on to realtor.com and I do end up getting some inspiration. I'll usually just ask my husband to give me a city and I'll go through and just look at some of the houses that are on there and get some ideas of how to rearrange something, what other kind of rooms to do. Alright, and so here you can see me planning out the second bedroom currently, which is actually for, it'll actually fit 2 kids, so depending on what your Sims family looks like. And it does also have a place for laundry as well, so. And I wanted it to be a nice office, so I kind of picked out a nice desk, picked out some nice bookcases to go in there. And I mean, I guess it's just kind of my standard go-to way of a desk or a office looking. Picked out a couple plants. Kind of give it that green feel, so this way. Oh, please tell me I covered those walls. I just realized lifting up those walls, I don't know if I ended up covering them. Or if that's just the paint I ended up picking. I don't think I put anything on those walls though. I'll definitely have a more in-depth look and go back and look. And if I didn't put any paint on those walls, I'll definitely go in there and add in some paint and reshare it up there, reshare it to the exchange. So, but I really think I didn't put any paint on that wall. I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't looking. I'm kind of hoping that's what it was. I can't believe I'm going to be so hung up on some paint on a wall. I really can't believe that. But like I said, it does have 2 full bathrooms upstairs, so your Sims don't have to go downstairs or upstairs to take a shower. And I was trying to find the same railing that is there, but I ended up finding one that was close enough that it ended up working. Oh, and then I ended up finding out that the window was in the way, so I ended up having to move the window out of the way. And I realized I kind of spaced out on the living areas, so I decided what I was going to do is I was going to combine the office with kind of a small living area, so this way it kind of makes the office a little more cozy. And so now it's got the bookcase in there, big old bookcase. I put a second chair there right behind the stairs. This way you can kind of just grab a book and read and do whatever. And I had such a hard time picking a chair, but I don't know why, but with a lot of my new builds, I've been going back to that chair. I don't know if it's just because it looks so comfy and it looks so cozy and so nice. And so because this is kind of a townhouse, I kind of decided to go with a little more funky here. So I ended up picking a different kind of fridge than I normally would have. But I wanted the fridge and the stove to match, so I ended up picking the nice blue there. It's got a sink and a dishwasher, so this way you don't have to necessarily be doing the dishes all the time. And I did make sure to put a fire alarm in this one. Like I've said in previous videos, sometimes it's just something I just totally end up forgetting almost every time. I'm so proud of myself when I notice it. And here's where you end up realizing that, oh no, I didn't make enough space for the garage. So what I actually end up doing is I end up just pulling out this part of the wall here. Eventually you'll see me pulling out this part of the wall. Oh, that's right. I couldn't pull apart the wall because the wall was stupid. And so what I decided to do instead was just kind of make it a little bit more of an alcove there, which would then end up being big enough that it would end up fitting in make it just big enough for the parking space to actually fit into the garage. See, there we go. Now we actually have a real garage. And I also ended up putting a small living area in the garage. Just a small TV, small chair. That's where the washer and dryer are also sitting at, so. like I said, this was kind of inspired by an apartment my friend used to live, one of my friends used to live in, and her washer and dryer were literally right outside the door. Now, the door's not exactly in the same spot, and well, I don't know. I'm not quite skilled enough to do curved stairs around a wall, so I'm not even sure if you even can do that. This is where I ended up finding that they ended up changing the pitch of the roof. So I ended up having to go back in and manually do it. But I kind of like the way that it ended up turning out because I kind of gave it a little bit more character that the roofs were going different directions. Plus, that would have been kind of awkward had it been going the same direction. Probably would have just been like this little baby roof. But I ended up putting a few little decorations in here. So we got some plants up here in the hallway as you go in and out of the bedrooms, bathrooms, all that good stuff. And I kind of wanted something else to kind of go into the bedroom. I'm like, there's something missing. So I kind of ended up just settling on that shelf, and I'm pretty sure, yeah, I ended up picking it back up, changing my mind again, just left it there and said, you know what, it looks good. So here we got got a cute little cozy beanbag chair downstairs, along with a nice TV. So this way, somebody can kind of just go into the garage, chill, be by themselves, be left alone. Probably Dad whenever he wants to go out and watch his sports games and nobody else wants to watch them and nobody else cares. Put up a little bit of artwork. Figured the home could just use a little bit. Put up some backpacks downstairs this way they have a place to hang their stuff. So this way it just kind of looks like a family's actually supposed to live here. Please tell me I remembered lights. Yes, I remembered lights. I'm really good about forgetting lights until I go to play with the house with my sim, and then that's when I end up finding out, oh, there is no lights. You do not get lights. So, but that's pretty much going to end up wrapping it up for this video. I'm pretty much just finishing putting in the lights, putting in some last minute touches or touch ups. You can go ahead and just leave your comments and suggestions, feedback down below in the comments. I am on Twitter, Facebook, and thesims3.com. All that information will be in the description box below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up so this way I know. If you have any suggestions for houses, please go ahead and leave them down in the comments below. It kind of gives me more inspiration. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, don't forget to subscribe, and everybody have an awesome and wonderful day. Bye, guys!